Hey guys, it's your boy SSJ Raikage coming back at you with another video, and today we'll be doing part 1 of What if Deku had a flight quirk. Hey guys, there are two things I need you to do before I actually start this what if. I need you to subscribe to WeeabooBoi and AnimeX. I have both of their channels linked in the description below. And WeeabooBoi is where I actually got the idea of where Deku had a flight quirk, asked for permission if I could make my own rendition of this story. And he gave me the go-ahead, so it's not plagiarism or anything. I'm going to change the story. It's going to be different than his, but I did ask permission. And then for AnimeX, I just love his what-if ideas. His Naruto what-if, what if Minato survived? That one is like, guys, if you like Naruto what-ifs, go watch that. It's like one of the best out there. And WeeabooBoi makes really good My Hero Academia what-ifs too. But yeah, guys, so please go subscribe to them. If even just 50 of you guys went and did that, that would just make my day and make their day. So yeah, bye. So here we get to the moment that you guys have all been waiting for, the actual what if. So we open up with Deku, and he's about preschool age like everyone else is. And so he was just looking at clips of All Might like he usually does. And then he found a clip of All Might from back when he was younger, in his earlier years of being a hero. And he was just noticing that All Might was flying through the air at like rocketing speeds, and it seemed like he was flying. And so Deku, being Deku, he wanted to emulate All Might while doing this. So yeah, he tried doing kicks and punches like All Might does with his smashes. And then he tried to fly. So what he did was he jumped up, and then he realized he actually started levitating. And he called his mom in, and then she saw that Deku was flying, and she told him that, yeah, he had awakened his quirk. And they just went to the quirk doctor to get confirmation. And yeah, Deku does have a flying quirk. So here we skip up to middle school, and Bakugo still bullies Deku, but not as much as he does in canon, because Deku has a quirk in this timeline. But Bakugo still views Deku as a coward, because he knows that if Deku really trains his quirk, he could become a powerful hero, and Bakugo really does not want Deku to realize that, so he keeps putting Deku down, and he keeps bullying him so that Deku will not reach his full potential as a hero. And so now we jump up to where they are at the start of the anime, and Bakugo is just bullying Deku as usual, and he walks up to Deku. He takes his hero notebook that contains all the notes that Deku had been taking on heroes for his entire life, and he explodes it and throws it out the window. And this just completely angers Deku. And this is at the end of school, so Deku walks out of the classroom and walks down. He gets the notebook, he picks it up, and he just zooms home. He just flies as fast as he can. And Deku really didn't realize how fast he was going, because Deku usually only flies away at speeds that a normal person can run. But this time he was zooming past at around 100 miles per hour. And this was really shocking to Deku, because he was only used to flying at around 20 miles per hour, and this is almost 5 times that speed. So Deku was just really surprised at his sudden speed boost, and he just chalks this up to adrenaline. So Deku decides to land because he was just amazed at his sudden speed boost. And he just decides to land, and he lands on the road, and then he just decides to start walking home, because Deku thinks he wants to start training his quirk, because he saw how strong he could get on just adrenaline. Now he wants to bring himself up to that level so he's there all the time. So Deku starts walking home, and then he decides to take a shortcut home. And then here's where the sludge villain attacks him. And the sludge villain grabs onto him, and Deku's he's just struggling, trying to get out. and Deku isn't really putting up much of a fight. Deku is strong, like his body is a bit stronger because his quirk does stress his body a little bit. More on that later. But yeah, so Deku is just trying to struggle to get out. He keeps trying to fly out, but the sludge villain pulls him back in. And then suddenly All Might appears. And All Might comes in, he uses a Detroit Smash. This blows away the sludge villain, which he then puts into a soda bottle. And he walks over to Deku and he congratulates Deku on putting up a fight against the sludge villain. And Deku was just surprised that his idol, the person he'd been idolizing since, well, for as long as he could remember, had come in and saved him. And so Deku asked for All Might's autograph, and All Might signed his hero notebook, and All Might leaped away. But before All Might could actually completely get away, Deku flew up towards All Might. So he was trying to catch up to All Might in the air, and he yells towards him, "All Might, I'm back here, I have a question for you." And All Might lands on a rooftop, and they both touch down. And then All Might turns into a skinny form, and Deku's like, "What, are you an imposter or something?" And All Might assures him that it's the real him, and that there's nothing to worry about. And so he tells Deku about the injury that he got with, he tells Deku about the injury that he had received about 5 years ago from the fight with All For One. And Deku asks All Might if he could become a hero, even though he doesn't know his quirk's full potential. And All Might says, "Sure, with a flying quirk like that, you still have a bunch of possibilities for your quirk's application." And Deku is he's not amazed, but he's smiling, and this like reignites his desire to become a hero, and he decides to go home and train. So Deku flies down from the rooftop of the building, and now he's on the ground. And then he was walking by, and then he heard a loud boom, and he turned a corner into an alleyway, and he turned around to see that the very same sludge villain that he had just fought was now attacking someone. And Deku peered closer, and he pushed through the crowd to see who it was, and he saw that it was Bakugo. And Deku did not want Bakugo to die, so he just flew in headfirst, and Deku just flew straight through the sludge villain, taking Bakugo with him. And Deku was moving at his top speed at this, so Deku was moving at the same speed that he had flown home from earlier. So he's going at around 100 miles per hour. So he just ripped right through and got Bakugo out. But they weren't completely out of the blue yet, because the sludge villain was still there. And it just grabbed them both. And then All Might was standing in the crowd, and his 3-hour time limit was already up. And when he had seen the same kid that had just been attacked by this very same sludge villain try to save another person, this inspired him to go beyond his limits. And All Might buffed back up and said, "Never fear, I am here," which is like kind of a cheesy line. But he saves the two boys by using a Detroit Smash to blow the sludge villain away and subduing it for good. So All Might congratulates the two boys on putting up a fight, and he sends Bakugo home. And then All Might stops Deku before he could actually make his way home. And All Might tells Deku that he acted like a true hero in this moment, and he wants to reward Deku. So he asks Deku if he wants to become his successor for his quirk One For All, and Deku accepts. And so Deku asks All Might when they should meet, and he tells him that they should meet on the beach tomorrow at 9 a.m. So Deku agrees to this, and Deku goes home. Okay guys, so this is going to be the end of the video. I know that this part was kind of boring, but it's just the first part of the story. And this is just like the run-of-the-mill stuff with the My Hero Academia what if, but I promise you that part 2 will be more interesting if you guys want that. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you want a part 2, and I will release that quickly if enough of you guys want that. And also, please go watch my other videos where I do like Boruto theory videos, and I'm starting a How Strong Will They Get series. I put part 1 up about 2 weeks ago, and it was about Bakugo. And I am uploading another theory video in about 2 to 3 days, and it's about, well, I don't really want to spoil it, so I'm not going to tell you, but I'm uploading a theory video in about 2 to 3 days, so please comment down below if you guys want me to do more of that stuff. And yeah, that's going to be it.
Kumite wa owari. Kakashi no kachi da ne.